some somber words and cautious warnings tonight by the mayor of New York and the commissioner of the biggest police department in the country, both aware that there's no specific or credible threats against the UN and the United States as it opens its General Assembly, but both are also worried about the current hate-filled environment in this country and globally. Thousands of cops, some in their uniforms, others not, are ready, they say. Josh Einiger, live outside the UN with a whole lot less crowded now than it's going to be next week. Josh.
Yeah, Bill, the circus has not yet come to town, but all the equipment is in place, just ready for all the activities starting next week. Look at this. This is a vehicle blocker that the NYPD towed in here. They'll use it to shut down streets within the giant frozen zone around the UN. Ditto this, a guard booth where police will stand guard. Clear across the street right in front of the UN. Command centers are in place. Barricades are up. This will look a whole lot different come next week.
It's the largest gathering of world leaders on the planet, and when more than 150 heads of state and their entourages descend on the United Nations next week, the NYPD says it'll be ready.
This is one of the largest and most complex security operations anywhere.
Today, city leaders and their federal partners announced publicly what they've been planning for months, a multi-layered security plan for the 80th meeting of the UN General Assembly, an elaborate annual choreography of motorcades and street closures, but this year amid a threat environment that's blinking red everywhere.
The Secret Service is mindful of the 8 million New Yorkers whose lives do not simply stop because the UN General Assembly is in session. We appreciate your patience over the next week.
The first dignitaries set to arrive at JFK Sunday. President Trump will be among them, as will Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and dozens of other high-profile, often controversial politicians with their own logistics and security teams, some of them literally at war with other countries whose leaders will also be in town. And protecting it all, thousands of cops with dogs and long guns in the water and in the air.
This is the interface we use. It kind of points out all the drones.
Last year, only Eyewitness News had an inside look at technology that can identify unauthorized drones and even disable them, taking them out of the sky, a capability wielded only by specially trained federal agents. The NYPD trying to pass a law in Congress that would allow local cops the same authority at a time when attack drones are a rising concern.
A drone, big or small, even with a modest payload, in an area with the urban density of New York City, you have a gigantic problem on your hands.
Back live, all is quiet now here at the UN, but it's going to look a whole lot different come next week. By the way, where I'm standing now will be a frozen zone starting Sunday night into Monday. All of First Avenue in the 40s will be closed, but the FDR Drive will be a mess, and there will be roving street closures all throughout Midtown as these heads of state travel between the UN and their hotels in Midtown. The best bet, take mass transit, or if you could stay out of Manhattan altogether, perhaps it'd be a good idea through the UN General Assembly next week. We're live at the UN. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.